Guys, I originally had no plan to actually talk about this most recent Surface Duo update for fear of beating that poor dead horse into the ground. I really didn't think there was a whole lot to say about it because I've talked about the run up to this event so many times in the past. But I have seen some comments online, I have seen some comments on my channel, on Twitter, so forth and so on, asking what exactly is going on. So I'm going to go over it one more time in brief, and I'm going to start by showing you a very funny post on the Surface Duo subreddit. As you can see here, Surface Duo 2 September update. And then there's the Surface Duo 1 missing out, as it were. Because what has happened is, if we look at the updates on the website for this, you can see that Duo 2 received another security patch on September the 28th, and Duo 1 is still on August the 31st, which was the update before that. And the reasoning for this is because Surface Duo number 1 has reached its end of service date. What does that mean? It means Microsoft is not going to be delivering any additional updates to that device. If you were sitting around wondering, yeah, we knew that was supposed to be the date 3 years from launch, mind you. We knew that was going to be the date, but maybe since it's only security patches, maybe they'll keep throwing some out to Duo. If you were hoping, wondering if that was going to be the case, I think you can stop hoping and stop wondering now, because that date has come and gone. We are now into the following month. We are now into October, and it did not receive that September update. We are done with official updates from Microsoft. Now, what does that mean for you going forward? Well, if you are going to continue using your original Surface Duo, what that means is you're going to be behind on your Android security bulletins. In normal speak, probably not actually a huge deal. I would say that if you went to your local town square and you grabbed every Android device there and you checked out what their security patch was, I would bet you money that probably 99% of them are behind to some degree. Some are a couple of months, some are maybe even a year or longer ago. It does mean you are slightly less secure, so you need to be intelligent about what you're installing on your device and what you're doing, but that should be the case anyway. But it's not as if your device is suddenly going to just stop functioning. The biggest thing that this means is that if you were hoping for Android 13, Android 14, like I've been telling you for the last maybe a year or so, that is indeed not going to happen. You are where you are. If you want to run Android 13, you're going to need to do this with a custom ROM, something like what Ty has released, which I've covered on the channel a few times, which is the Pixel Experience ROM ported over to Surface Duo. It is making some good progress. Keep in mind, this is one individual working on this, so it is progress on the slower side of things. Again, not saying you're working slowly, Ty. You're a single person. You are one person. You're doing very, very well. I'm very proud of you. But it is, of course, one person in their spare time. It's already in a surprisingly good place, though, where you're able to drag apps off of the Pixel Fold taskbar and split screen things. It's already working surprisingly well. So if you want to use Android 13, you want to get a fresh coat of paint on your Surface Duo, that's going to be the way to do it right now. Of course, there also is Windows 11 for Surface Duo, which is something that Gus is continuing to work on as well. So there are some options to continue playing around with your Duo. Or, of course, you could just stay on the stock Surface Duo ROM and just roll on like that and just be behind on your security patches and just not really worry too much about it. But again, just so everybody's on the same page, we're done with updates on the original Surface Duo. Surface Duo 2 has until basically 1 more year from now. They've got 1 more year. I think it was October of 2021 when it launched. So we have until October of 2024 for it to continue getting updates. I don't think it's going to get anything significant either. I think it's going to be security patches all the way until the end of life for it as well. I don't think Android 13 or 14 are coming to Surface Duo 2 either. From what I've been told, the Duo project is just not being actively worked on at all. Unfortunately, all of the little improvements that we were hoping for with Duo and Duo 2, improvements to things like the camera, improvements to inking, and all these experiences, none of that stuff is coming, okay? All that stuff has been cut and put heavily on the back burner. Whether they're ever going to come back to this stuff in the future remains to be seen. I would be a little bit surprised if they do. So expect security patches for Duo 2 from here on. And like I said in a prior video, I'm not going to cover all of these security patches unless there's a reason to. They're going to come and go without me needing to say anything, because I would just be saying the same thing I said the month prior. Another security patch. It's a waste of my time. It's a waste of your time. But I did want to at least clarify one more time for those that were asking what's going on with Duo and its updates. That's what's happening. We've reached end of life. The end of the story has arrived. So guys, thanks for watching. Subscribe for more content like this, guys. I'll see you on the next one. And until next time, stay nerdy, my friends.